If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all a couple of updated salary cap lineups to use here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, talking about how best to succeed in salary cap now that salaries have changed. Again, salaries update, in case you are not aware, every Tuesday and every Saturday, and I have basically decided that from here on out, as long as salary cap is rewarding, I'm going to give y'all an updated salary cap lineup video every Tuesday and every Saturday, because I feel like it helps a lot of people out. I've been getting a lot of comments recently from people who have been saying that my salary cap lineups have been helping them succeed a lot in salary recently. And it's a good mode, it's a rewarding mode, and it's a mode that is absolutely worth playing. So I think it is worth helping y'all out as much as I can, man, because I can give y'all good budget cards to use for every single round and basically show y'all the lineups that I am going to be using. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily My Team content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, real quickly before I show y'all the lineups, I do this in every salary cap video and I'm going to keep doing it. I know it's not helpful for a lot of y'all, but for some of y'all it might be. I'm going to break down salary cap and talk about basically, first and foremost, the round ends Friday when content comes out. So 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Friday morning is when salary cap does reset. So make sure you've gotten to at least 2,500 points by that time on Friday so that you can still get a dark matter this season. For the rewards, at 125 points, you get this first opal shattered prize piece. You get a second piece at 750, also an opal piece. At 2,500, you get this third piece, which is a dark matter piece. And then at 5,000, you get a fourth piece, which is for another Galaxy Opal piece. So you need 3 pieces for the pack. So 3 Galaxy Opal pieces and 1 dark matter piece available in each round means you can get a maximum of 3 Galaxy Opals and 1 dark matter. Now, if you don't want to go to 5,000, I don't blame you. The only reason I did is because it was good stream content. I don't know if I'll do that all 3 rounds, and y'all will see the pack tomorrow, by the way, in terms of which Galaxy Opal I wound up getting out of this. But my recommendation is to at least get to 2,500 points each round so that you have the ability to get 2 Galaxy Opals in total from 6 opal pieces, because you'll get 2 each round if you get to 2,500, and then you get the 1 dark matter piece each round as well, which will give you the ability to get 1 dark matter at the end of the season after in round 3 as well, once you get to 2,500 points. So overall, I think salary cap's a very rewarding mode. You make decent MT, the games are pretty quick, you get some other various rewards and stuff. Not a bad mode to grind at all, and definitely one that I encourage y'all to play. And that is why I've been doing this, because I know a lot of people are playing salary cap. It's a little bit less pay to win. The games are quicker. It's a good way to play online without always getting quite as sweaty games as like tier 1 showdown would be. Although lower tier showdown, still not unbelievably not sweaty. Depends how good you are at the game at the end of the day. Salary cap has been sweatier as of late, though, I've noticed, because I think a lot of good players are playing salary cap for these rewards. So first things first, this team is the squad that I will probably be running this round in salary cap. I have decided that Julius Erving for 8,000 MT, or 8,000 salary in this round is probably worth running with how many good budget cards you can surround him with. 2K dropping all these really good budget amethysts as of late. Guys like Max Christie and Keon Ellis, guys like GG Jackson, Jared Vanderbilt, Kenneth Fareed from the My Team Festival from the All-Star break, Goga Batadze, DeAndre Ayton, like a lot of really, really good cards. And also they're really cheap now as well, which is pretty fire. GG Jackson and Jared Vanderbilt are new. The new amethysts from this past inevitable drop are still 1,500, but it seems like most of the rest of them have been dropped to 1,200. All the unlimited ones are back to 1,200 salary. So Max Christie, Keon Ellis, Goga Batadze, guys like that are now a lot more valuable to run versus being 2,000 salary, where it was a lot harder to fit them in. You're saving 800 salary per player at this point now, using them at 1,200. So between all my 1,200 and 1,500 salary players, I build basically a full team. And then Dr. J is 8,000 of my 19,000, sure, but that gives me 11,000 for the rest of the team, which allows me to have all these other really good amethyst cards and then 2 really high level budget beasts in Cam Reddish and Rocco, who can both shoot at a high level and defend at a high level. That's really all that I need them to do. And the thing about this lineup specifically is it's more of the star card lineup. You could always put in somebody else for Dr. J as a cheaper salary and upgrade some of these other cards, get Cam Reddish and Rocco to amethyst or diamonds, probably substitute in a couple of diamonds for a couple of these amethysts and upgrade at certain spots with cards who are 2,000 or 2,500 salary. But at the same time, I kind of like the look of this team right now. It's not a full star team, but I think with the amount of really good budget cards there are from the Amethyst tier, I have the room for an 8,000 salary guy. And Dr. J, I mean, my Dr. J has 5 legend badges, 21 hoffs, off posterizer, Deadeye, limitless, handles for days, off-ball pest. He's just a beast of a card. He runs my offense really most of the time in Showdown. In my starting lineup right now still. I love this card. I've loved him since the day he came out, and kind of a no-brainer in all honesty with Dr. J to keep him and keep running him because he is just an absolutely exceptional card. You could also substitute Michael Beasley instead, another 8,000 salary star card who's really, really good. The thing about Beasley is that would mean I'd have to put a budget shooting guard in here instead. I like the budget small forward and GG Jackson better than any of the 1,200 salary or 1,500 salary shooting guard options that I have. So therefore, for me, Dr. J is the better way to go because this GG Jackson is an absolute beast. By the way, this card, these two specifically, GG Jackson and Kenneth Fareed, will probably be in basically every salary cap lineup video that I make for the rest of the year. They are insanely good for their value. GG gives you a legit shot creating ball handler at 6'9" at small forward. He's got 90 driving dunk and is a solid defender as well. Just an elite level card. And then Kenneth Fareed has a high level behind the back, can dribble, 90 speed, 95 standing and driving dunk, and a money jump shot at the power forward position as well. Another absolute elite card. I get he's only 6'8", but he is a beast and I really like him as well. So both those guys will probably be in pretty much every single salary cap lineup for the rest of the year. But Max Christie gives you a 6'5" PG who's an absolute beast. Really, really good card. Keon Ellis, same story, 6'3" backup. Really high level defender though. I have 2 good point guards who both can shoot well, have smooth jumpers, a little bit of movement, and are high level, solid defenders, and can slash a little bit. I mean, 80 driving dunk on Max Christie, 85 on Keon Ellis. Very solid there. Got some defense again in Cam Reddish and Rob Covington that I can sub in if I need to. Really, in all honesty, probably play Dr. J. Probably would play Dr. J the whole game unless he gets hurt, but having Cam Reddish in case he does get hurt is good. Robert Covington can spell GG Jackson for a couple minutes as well to come in and provide more of that 3-and-D ability. Vanderbilt, same story, can come in at small forward or power forward, be a high level defender and a very athletic card. And then I got 2 more so inside centers in Goga and Ayton who are decently quick, solid defensively, and can space the floor a bit as well with some decent size. I like this team a lot as of right now. Now, the other team that you could try to build, and I have not built it, but would be one centered around somebody like a Victor Wembanyama, who obviously is extremely expensive and extremely hard to fit into salary cap lineups, but I do think you could kind of do it. The question really does become, because your bench at that point has to be extremely weak. Like, let me just go through here and build a Wemby team real quickly. Actually, we'll throw Cam Reddish in the starting lineup. We'll replace you for Sapphire Rocco, who's in here somewhere. Actually, he might be on my bench. Okay, we'll throw Rocco here. Fareed will replace you as well. We'll go Ruby. He's 1,200. We'll see if we can keep him in here. Backup center is just gonna have to be a gold card realistically, so we'll throw Camby in there. Backup power forward also we'll go super cheap. The thing is, you could build a team like this, but then you have no bench, and Wemby is like insanely overpowered. But if you build a team like this, even if you use like good gold cards, of which there aren't really any, this team still is too expensive with a all 800 salary bench. I mean, if I throw Stephon Castle in here, I should be good, right? Okay, so now I've made a lineup that fits now. This is the type of team you would run with an Opal Wemby, who's probably the most overpowered card, right? But absurdly unattainable in that respect. Like, if you want to use a crazy expensive card like a 10, 12, 14,000 salary card, it's got to be something like this. It's got to be a 5-man, and then it's an extremely limited team outside of Wemby. So in my opinion, this can work, especially if you're a good player, but I don't know if this is the type of style of team that I'd recommend. There are people out there who are wanting to run 10, 12, 15,000 salary cards like that and surround them with budget beasts, I guess. But I just think as a whole, you don't wind up with a very good team overall. Like even Pink Diamond Wemby at 10,000, that just feels like that's still probably a little bit too much. Although that is a little more reasonable, because Pink Diamond Wemby, if you have him, at least you get another 4,500 to like round out the team. You can at least have like an all amethyst starting lineup with Wemby and maybe like emeralds on your bench. So it's something. That's certainly something that you could also consider as well, but I don't have Pink Diamond Wemby right now to showcase what that would look like. But as of a whole, those are kind of the types of teams I'd be running right now. With how many good budget cards, I would have some sort of star card in there, at least a 5,000 or 8,000 salary player for this week specifically, with how cheap these amethysts are. And I hope y'all did enjoy the video. I hope it helps y'all out. If so, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.